Hello and welcome to Video Revealed. I'm Colin Smith. Oh boy, I'm excited to show you the new update from Film Impact. If you don't know who Film Impact is, they're great tools that are used by professionals everywhere. You can see them when you're watching television every day. They're Premiere Pro effects and transitions that you can use on your projects. I know I use them throughout my show and it makes everything look great. So let me show you the new update. This is the glint effect. And if we go to the effects controls, I want to show you some important things. First of all, the intensity. You can get crazy or make it look more realistic. Just the highlights, just the specular. The position of where this is. This one, more than anything, blows me away. I don't have to make a mask. It's built in. Do I want the glint everywhere? No, I just want it right there in the fire. And the one that really helps here for me is the angle. So I could change that angle to make it look more connected to what the fire is. And you've got shimmer, control, and speed. So have a look at this example. It's very, very subtle. Just over here, you'll see a bit of the stars. See the glint there and the glint there. I actually animated this. So the position, it went from here to there. Very interesting. You can also use it almost over the top. See the glint in the background, and you can use it on text and graphics and titles. Instead of having to draw those things in, you just apply glint effects to the title. And notice that the title, the alpha for the title ends here, but the glint goes off it, like what would really happen optically if something was glinting. It wouldn't end at the effect or at the title. It goes past it. That's what you want. Okay, next is clone. And you can see I'm animating the clone, and I'm starting this with kaleidoscope. This is a Film Impact transition. So I've added a kaleidoscope transition, which you can see changes all of that, and then it focuses into the clone. Boom. And then I'm animating, if we look over here at the keyframes, I'm animating the scale over time, and I'm easing it out so that I could end up with one on the screen. So if you want to watch the whole thing, spins in, he puts the ball down, and boom. Now the end is another transition, and this is the earthquake impacts. So there's no keyframes here. All the motion blur, all the animation, the control of the animation, the easing in and the out of the animation, and how much it shakes, it's all there. But I just threw the default on there. Next up is the mosaic effect. And you can see I've put this on an adjustment layer, so it's going to affect all of these clips underneath. The mosaic it's your typical kind of mosaic, but you've got way more control and lighting. You can see I've changed the size, the rotation, the distortion of the mosaic effect. Pretty cool. You can see that distortion almost looks like a stained glass window. Pretty cool. Okay, and then another one is the channel mix, and this is a useful color effect where you can choose whether it's RGB, HSV, or YUV, and here I can change the hue while keeping everything else the same. Here I was changing the saturation, moving it down. There's the value, YUV. Okay. But my favorite, I've been waiting for this for a long time. This is the RGB split, this kind of effect where you're taking the red, green, blue channels and offsetting them and moving them. Again, I did this with an adjustment layer, and I used the earthquake on it. So check this out. Boom. So if we look at the effect, you can see it starts with nothing and then it pulls apart, and it's also shaking at the same time. So there's the RGB split effect and the camera shake effects. So this isn't the earthquake that I was talking about before. This is the camera shake effect. And if we open up the RGB split, here I'm keyframing the horizontal split. And again, remember, these are all GPU accelerated and independent 3D, and motion blur is all built in. You can do a vertical split while you're at it too. You can change this vertigo and let this kind of pop towards you. Change the overall channel shift. What's the range? Where do you want this to happen? And you can feather that range too. So you can create some very weird effects. And then the overall position, which you could animate at the same time, the lightness of it, the softness of it, and glow. You can change the edge behavior to mirrored, repeat, transparent. And of course, you can do the surprise me. Boom, boom, boom. So if I get rid of my keyframes on here, just say surprise me, and we get all of these different effects. So again, I put this into an adjustment layer so I could copy this in multiple places and then still have the control to change the keyframes in the effects for each one. So those are just a few of the updates. The link in the description will take you there. There's a ton of effects and transitions that are all professional looking. Amazing, gorgeous, GPU accelerated. Thank you, Yap, for yet another incredible update for Film Impact. Hey, if you're new to Video Revealed and you have found this informative, take a moment and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Colin Smith, and it's my job to have a look at some of the cool new stuff that's out there and show you, if you're not using professional effects and transitions, where you can go to make your stuff look way cool.